camera I'm talking about this morning is a Franka, and I have talked about Frankas before, but this is a Franka 2, and I think it was a Franka 3 I talked about before. I can't see an awful lot of difference in the camera, but this particular model has got, the Franka 3 that I tested had very loose rangefinder setting, where this is nice and positive. But let's just have a look at the camera, talk about it a little bit, and then see if it actually worked. This was a car boot buy a few weeks ago. I can't quite remember how much I paid for it, but it was not a lot. To release the front, it's the side part here. Now, a lot of the Frankas are, they're not, well, maybe they aren't as well made as some of the Zeiss and Voigtlanders. However, they quite often have faster lenses. And I think it was a selling point of Franka 2. You even find sometimes a 2.8 lens on. This one has got a, it's Anagon lens. It's a 3.5. Now 3.5 for a folder of this era, and this is about 1954-55, is quite a fast lens. So we have the fold out here. Obviously, to load the film, we would pop it in here. It's a little bit stiff at the back, but you can see a nice engineered back, so the film will go in here. This is a nice feature, the flop out, so pop your film in and you raise that there to put it in there. Again, I think with folders, how you put the film in can make a lot of difference, and sometimes it can be quite difficult. That is really nice and straightforward. So film in there, through there, and then make sure we put the pin down. You simply focus. Again, it's interesting, this model is in feet, so it was probably aimed for the UK market and the American market. It would have been meters for the European market. You set there's a little red dot, which I think is either indicating ideal flash or the average. It's just at over 5.6, so I think that is indicating for flash, and it has got a flash socket here. But focus, and as I said, what you would actually do is first of all focus using the little rangefinder, so looking through, changing that until you get the 2. With a rangefinder, you have a little yellow dot in the middle, and you match the dot with your view, so it's 2 images coming together. Match that, then you read off, so it's saying 4 feet, so I will then set 4 feet here, set my shutter speed, which I've set at 100, set my aperture, which I might do with a meter or Sunny 16 rule. You have to bring up the shutter. To set the shutter, it's this little device here, and it has got a ride-on device, so you may need to make sure it's round on, and there that is. That's a little bit stiff, but it's absolutely fine. The nice thing is that lens is really nice and loose, because sometimes what you find has happened is that the glue on the lens, not glue, it's become glue, the grease on the lens becomes really hard and you can't move the lens, but that is a very nice moving lens. Bellows look fine, but you never know until you actually use it. And we've got a horseshoe here, so we can put a flash on there if we wanted to. As I said, this is a very nice looking camera, and I'm looking forward for testing it. Let's see what happened when I actually used it.
So we are back to Corfe Castle, and this first image is really nice and sharp, and I was very pleased with how this image is. However, the second image, I think there's a teeny bit of camera shake, although the bushes and grass seem okay, but the castle, This one is okay apart from user viewfinder. The composition isn't as good as I would like. Now, the following of the church at Worth Matravers, I'm quite pleased with that. That is sharp enough, but there's a little bit of dust on the negative, but the photograph is fine. Very pleased with this small stone man, which was made by Mary Spencer Watson. I like this image, and the camera performed well on it. Again, I think there's a teeny weeny bit of camera shake. I feel that the shutter probably needs a service, and that's not surprising considering the camera is probably 70 years old. This has come out well. This is nice and sharp and clear. I think this is a good camera. Again, this is fine, but perhaps just a tint of camera shake, I'm not sure. So what we can say about this is that I would say the focusing is fine, the bellows are fine. It would ideally need a bit of a clean and lubricate the shutter. However, I think I paid about £5 for it. Not bad for a fiver. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.